hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, Entertain? So today I'm coming here to y'all with another video. We're talking Hollywood hot topics with the most salacious news in Hollywood. Okay, first thing we're gonna get into is Keke. I'm so sick of hearing this, and I didn't even talk about it yet. It's irritating. Like, damn. I feel like this story is blown up way out of proportion. And here's the thing. I think that there's always been let's get on Keke train for a minute. Like, it's been brewing. Because I say this because Keke is always positive. Nobody ever really says anything negative about Keke Palmer. So, like, I felt it coming. I'm like, some gonna come out, you know, where they're gonna try to humiliate her. You know, some scandals gonna come out, some stuff's gonna come out on social media. And that's what happens. And to be honest, this isn't a scandal. This is something just blown way out of proportion. The baby daddy was doing too much. Yeah. So the video that, you know, went crazy was, of course, Usher singing and serenading. And to me, I blame Usher more than anybody. Singing and serenading Keke. Okay? Singing, there goes my baby, loving everything you do. Ooh, girl, look at you. Anybody that knows me knows that's my ish. Ooh, listen, the girls, I may be young, but don't get it twisted. I remember that summer vividly when he dropped that song. Baby, he was at the top of the mountain. That is my song. I love that song. I love it. So he was serenading her, and of course, her Debbie Cakes was out. The Debbie Cakes were outing. And you know, he was feeling on her body, singing, there goes my baby. To be honest, I get how he feels a little bit. Not how she's dressing, in my opinion. To be honest, it's more so I get how he feels with maybe him being all over her and him feeling a little jealous about that. But how she's dressing, to me, you tweeting about it and embarrassing her publicly, that's stupid to me. That could have been a text. That could have been a phone call. You texting about it is you tweeting about it is dumb. And you're asking for social media to weigh in. Anytime you put a whole lot of stuff on social media, you're literally asking for social media to either roast you, to commentate on it, to laugh at you. So don't get mad when we have our opinions, because you put it out there. Because some stuff I don't want people to commentate on, I'm never going to say. Because no, I don't need your opinion. Like, no. Like, it's stupid to me. So you tweeted that talking about you're a mom, though. It's the outfit, though. You're a mom. And I can guarantee you, before she left up out that house, you probably seen her with her Debbie Cakes out. I think where he, you know, got a little in his panties and a bunch was when he seen the video with Usher. Had Usher not been rubbing all over her and singing, there goes my baby, there she go, there she go, there she go, there she go. No. Okay? Had he not been singing that to her and serenading her, best believe he wouldn't have tweeted that. Her Debbie Cakes would have been out in full and it would have been no issues. Okay? He is coming across as insecure. I think he probably doesn't feel like he has Keke 100% because Keke really is that girl. Keke has a great personality. The body is there. Her body even looks better after the baby than before. She just has a good energy. A lot of people like her. Not many people have negative things to say about her. So she really is a hot commodity, to be honest. And any dude in Hollywood could really snag her up. He really got lucky, if you want to talk about it, because who really knew you before Keke? So he, of course, feels insecure about that. I think that's where it really, really stems from. I don't think it has anything to do with the outfit. I think it has lingering feelings even before that, and the outfit kind of brought it out. Them Debbie Cakes made the nigga go wild, okay? So he went on to tweet. He said, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase Debbie Cakes. to please others. And he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. And someone tweeted, absolutely nothing wrong with that, brother. You always been an upstanding man, and you always been a great father. I would try to keep it off of here, though. Keyword. This is where you got to listen to your friends. What does he say? I would try to keep it off of here, though. I would try to keep it off of here, though. That's the whole thing. It's one thing to feel a type of way, but it's another thing to tweet about it. That's what people have an issue with. It came across as you're trying to humiliate her. You're trying to have us clown her and demean her for what she's wearing. And social media is just not going to do that. And then he says, last tweet of the day, that's for the real ones to understand. And that was kind of it. And then I believe he deactivated a little bit afterwards, but then he came back and reposted like a song, basically kind of like, oh, he's standing on it. Like, he's not going to switch up what he has to say. And of course, social media did their job. They put up old tweets. He said, when I get insecure about myself, I start to divert my issues instead of acknowledging it. And they were clowning him after that as well. I don't think they're going to break up over this. Keke love that man. She even tweeted it, I love my man. Like a couple days before this even happened. I don't think they're gonna like separate over this. I think Keke probably is gonna be a little bit mad, and she's probably embarrassed, to be honest, because now you just made her a topic of conversation when it really didn't have to be. Had you not tweeted that, this probably wouldn't have went viral. We would have been focused on Nene Leakes in them and Chrisean in them. So you just made it worse because you brought up something and tried to clown her, and the clown bit back. Okay, Keke was, admiring Usher as hard as hell. If y'all don't know, Usher has a residency right now, so that's why he's over here doing his best work and performing his best, songs out here. He's on a residency. Okay, so there she is, fangirling over him. See videos like I'm sorry, Keke. Keke really is a key. Okay, Keke's a key. She is. And you know what I think? I feel like it's only going to be worse for him because she's going to use this later. Because y'all know Keke is a clown. She's going to use this later on to clown him. Anytime they get in an argument, she's going to be like, don't make me call Usher. I'm going to call Usher right now. Usher, let me text you real quick. Uh-huh. Let me go put on that jumpsuit that you ain't like. I'll be back. Like, she gonna do one of those. So you kind of shot yourself in the foot, no pun intended, and no Megan Thee Stallion involved. Like, that, I don't think it was smart of him. And I hate how social media made it such a big thing to where we get into this whole debate about, the whole disrespectful thing. I think this is just a nigga being super insecure and not securing himself in his relationship, to be honest. Because if this was some random nigga, I would be a little bit more on his side. A little bit. Like 2%. This is Usher. It's a celebrity. She's at a concert. She's a public figure. She's not some random girl. Now, Usher, though, you need to learn boundaries. Okay? A lot of you niggas don't know boundaries. Keep your hands off of a real LA bitch. Let me stop. Keep your hands off of some girls. That's how you ended up in them situations, legally and stuff like that. I think had Usher not, embrace her so heavily, especially probably I don't know if he knows that she's in a relationship. He probably does. Niggas nowadays, just saying. You should have kind of back and not, hugged up on her like that. You could have serenaded her from a distance. You didn't have to, feel on. It looked like you was feeling deep in her Debbie cakes, okay? Feeling all through the fabric. You could have backed up a little bit, okay? And this whole situation would not probably have happened. That's where I have the problem. It's the boundaries and the spaces. Because who knows if she was faking being comfortable in that moment. Meanwhile, she was probably not feeling the most comfortable. Like, oh my god, why is he touching me? But then you know how some people like they kind of play it off. They try to not make the situation uncomfortable. So they kind of, but meanwhile, they're like, get the off me, don't touch me, don't touch me. Like she was probably screaming out on the inside. So Usher, you should have, kept your hands to yourself. That's what I feel about the whole thing, to be honest. I blame Usher and the baby dad because one, you try to clown her, and then two, Usher, keep your hands to yourself. All right. They even drug the brother into it. Now the brother, it gives. Okay, that's who you really should have got pregnant by. Keke. The brother is everything, y'all. Oh my god. Anyways, someone tweeted saying your brother is a whore, mind you. And then he says, "Damn, we not the same man. I literally haven't been having Debbie cakes and have been inside. Why am I catching strays?" Everybody was catching strays in this whole situation, which to me was hilarious. Okay, for the girls that don't know about the brother, I'm just saying. Okay, like, oh my god. Even Candy, okay, who's on her Freaknik tip. Candy, Candy was one of the girls that was at Freaknik. Because look at this picture. Tell me this not Freaknik, you know, incorporated. Debbie Cake's out, position, pose, and she looking down. Because one thing about the Freaknik girls, if you look at the pictures and the videos, they all have that certain pose. Girls nowadays, they twerk and they don't look back. Like they just twerk. All you see is, ass and pictures. But Freaknik days, the pictures and the videos, they all look down because they know that the Debbie Cakes is sitting. So they hit you with one of these. Or they hit you with the I call it the frog. Okay? They hit you with the frog. So they squat and then they open their legs, lean back, and look. They hit you with one of these. So Candy, you was on your Freaknik type stuff when you was on that vacation. Okay, so she even caught a stray when somebody tweeted and said, how they said she's not real because this would have been me on IG. And then Candy says, "How did I get in it?" I thought that was really, really, really funny to add that in. Okay, this probably is gonna blow over in a couple of days or two, but people are now making it this huge debate about Black women not being respected. To me, I don't really see it as that. I just see it as a relationship that's not starting off as the best, especially with a baby involved. Like, we need to think about the baby. Okay, her wearing that dress, it's not gonna affect the baby. That outfit is not gonna affect the baby. Like, relax. All right. Next, I wanted to get into is something that's gonna affect the baby is Blueface. Blueface to me is complete hot garbage. I don't give a crap what nobody says, how people want to fold it, how people want to twist it, how people want to sit it. That man is trash. Anybody who supports him, I'm always side eye. So he had his peoples over, and apparently his peoples had the Big Debbie cakes, and his son was looking for snacks because he was probably hungry, right? Because I just don't see a lot of people cooking over at their house because that pantry, it looks so empty. So he goes over there, he sees that the son isn't really paying attention to what's going on out in the living room with the girls with their Big Debbie cakes out, and then he asks the son, "Is he gay?"
You ain't gay, right? My man, my dog, my young. Yeah. All right. Son, come here. There's booty cheeks out here. You in here looking for chips. And Slim Jims for shit. You ain't gay, is you? Huh? Are you gay? You ain't gay, right? My man, my dog, my young.
This is what gets on my nerves. And this was this world to me is the one of the, it's so hypocritical to me. Y'all know how people be like, oh, y'all pushing, the gay agenda and this and that, whatever. Why are you asking a kid who doesn't know what he wants yet or likes yet, is he gay or not? Don't you think that will make him question that and start thinking he is, even if he's not? That bothers me because people love to push that out there, that there's this whole gay agenda thing, but most of the people that are straight are the ones that are pushing that onto their kids. You guys are constantly bringing up that topic. You guys are constantly pushing that on them. So it's going to get them to start thinking things or questioning things if you're constantly pushing that onto them. Period. Y'all shouldn't be, there shouldn't be no questions about what he likes or not at that age. He should be thinking about toys, fun, school. There shouldn't be none of that. That's why, to me, Blueface is trash. He's always going to be trash. That kid is doomed, in my opinion, because you got one kid, you got one he thinks he's still a Crip, because he can't be at this point with all the stuff he's done on social media. And then you got another one who's trying to pursue a rapping career, who, oh, let the way you let me, who thinks she's gonna be the next Rihanna, Beyonce, and motherfucking Ice Spice. Fuck. Like the kid has no chance at this point. It's really sad. The pantry looked empty as hell. No freaking, the kid, he looked so hungry. He barely had anything to eat at that point, and you're worried about if he's gay or not. That's the one thing you're worried about at his little age and at your big age, Blueface. That's why I always side with Chrisean with a lot of stuff, because it's like stuff like this always makes you just side eye him. And of course, y'all know Miss Carlissa had to go online and defend this video, because everybody's bringing him down on Instagram about it, because that's just sick.
So no, ma'am. False alarm, false alarm. They ain't gone crazy, and he ain't seeing nobody's ass. I checked it out. I went off, and
it'd be the same. It'd be crazy too. When parents try to force their kids to be straight, y'all be forcing them on, these older people. Those be the same older straight people that be touching on your kids. So you might not want to do that.
Said he was not present to watch nobody's ass. He just had to get him a little snack. So maybe he was trying to sneak a little peek. You know how they do. He all right. Everything all right. I checked it out. False alarm. He not watching nobody twerk.
And the thing is, you can see Blueface's mom knows deep down that this is like, it's not good, but she's trying to play it off so that way, Blueface doesn't look as bad. But deep down, she knows. You can see it in her face. She's like, damn, this is some fuck shit. Why the hell are these big booty Debbie Cake girls just laying up and about, and then my son is near? But no, Jaden, she's trying to be Britney Spears, okay? More like Jamie Lynn Spears, bitch. Okay? It's not gonna happen. I love the way you love me.
He ain't seen no naked ass. John covered up his eyes like this while he took him to the pantry, so he didn't see no nakedness. He didn't see no booty cheeks. False alarm, false alarm. Everybody go home. He got 3 nannies. He got me, he got Jaden's sister, he got Callie, he got Sion, Jaden mama. He got
Okay, speaking of nannies, who is going to be watching Rock Kid when she got the baby? Okay? Now we need to name nannies who Rock is going to have. So we're going to have the stylist, DJ Sky, Scotty with the body, Natalie Nunn, maybe Lemmy Pepper. Comment down below. I want to know what nanny's Chrisean's kid is going to have. Who else? Marsh. Her light-skinned friend, I forget her name. It just slipped my mind. I just had it. So she got about 7 potentials. Stunagua. We'll see.
He got his great grandma. He got a couple nannies. Somebody up over there on duty. Somebody on duty. Javon ain't getting no booty. They on duty. Yeah, the nanny is there. There's a nanny there. I don't have no reason to lie. Who you think watching the kids?
Y'all sit right here while I go fondle with these young women for a little bit, all right?
And it's the fact you got to mention that. Why do kids have to know stuff like this? And that's why this whole pushing age and everything bothers me, because some of y'all straight people do this. Let's talk about it. Y'all do stuff like this. But we the issue. We the problem. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I could never talk about no gay shit around kids or anything like that, because it's like, it's not for them to know. Same should go for straight people too. Don't talk about sexual stuff around kids because it's not for them to know. It needs to. Don't be hypocrites about the whole thing. Let it be on both sides. You shouldn't be forcing anything sexual, gay or straight, on kids, period. That's what I think. I don't give a fuck.
Charge. You second in charge, all right? All right. All right. Y'all sit right here. Son, come here.
All right, so Jayla is living her fantasy. To be honest, now I'm even more scared for Rock. And this is why I felt like I didn't want Rock to have a baby. Well, it's too late now, of course, but I'm talking about like way, I don't know, like right as she announced it or whatever, because of stuff like this. As I know, Blueface, even though people say, you know, he's a great dad or whatever, some of the stuff he does is really questionable. And then you have Rock's unstableness mixed with the questionable stuff that Blueface does. It's like a recipe for disaster. And the thing is, the way social media watches Rock, I just know that they're going to go a lot harder on her child than they're going on Blueface's children and with Jaden. Like any little thing that she does, they're probably going to call CPS on her in like 2.5 seconds. I could just see it. Especially if he does something or they do something together. Like CPS is going to be called ASAP. I can guarantee you, y'all know how people predict this stuff. They're going to be calling CPS on them the first year of the baby born. Like, no doubt. Blueface is going to do something, probably like, you know, leave a blunt near the baby's bed. Rock is gonna leave like a little bottle of Patron near the baby's bed. CPS is gonna get called. I can just see it happening because of stuff like that. It's really, really sad, to be honest. And the mom really needs to stop excusing his behavior because it all started at home. Blueface at one point was so freaking babied when he was younger. So anything that he doesn't feel like it's wrong at all. That's why he feels like he could get away with the stuff that he does, because the mom enabled him till he was a grown-ass man. And I was too late. You can't take any of that enabling back. So mentally, he just thinks all that stuff he's doing is straight. It's okay. As long as the bill's getting paid, it's cool. All right. Next, I wanted to get into, you guys, is Rock's wanted. Somebody said that Blueface. Somebody said that Blueface was the one who came up with the poster, the wanted poster. He probably did his bitch ass. It did look like a made up poster. I ain't gonna lie. When I saw it, I'm like, I know this is fake. This might be like a joke or something like that because it looks so fake. The picture, everything, but no, it's real. Okay. She is wanted in Oklahoma. All right, due to basically like a bench warrant. So they're saying that she didn't make the proper payments in order to get rid of the charges and stuff, and she didn't fulfill her community service hours that she needed to do. So that's what's getting her caught up, and that's why Oklahoma wants her ass. To be honest, she's never going to go to jail in Oklahoma because the girl's not going to be out there anyways. The only reason why she was out there was when she was, going crazy and driving to and fro and down to Ocean Gate when she took that Jeep. All right. So this was her mugshot and her wanted poster that they need a girl for. Okay. So Oklahoma Department of Corrections wanted Chrisean E. Malone. All right. It's an interstate compact probation, California. And of course, the charges were intent to distribute. Y'all remember when she got locked up and everything like that. The fact that she wasn't able to just take care of this before you have a wanted poster out on you just shows you how irresponsible she is. Like, come on. That money that you probably owe Oklahoma is probably nothing. So her team needs to tighten up. And I think I'm not going to be too hard on their team now because now she has a new PR team. I could best believe if this new PR team was there around the time that this happened, this probably would have been taken care of. Because if you notice, there's been a little stuff about Chrisean, but it's not a whole lot. Y'all remember when Chrisean was on the blogs every 2 weeks? Like, I'm not every 2 weeks, every 2 hours. Every 2 hours she was on the blogs. Now you don't really see her on the blogs. That's always kind of a shock for us to see this wanted poster in Oklahoma. But the girls that don't keep up with her don't know that this dates back, to the whole Jeep incident. They just think this is recent. She was just out in Oklahoma with a stash. No, baby, this is old. But she's still an idiot because she didn't, get rid of the situation and pay it off. That's where she lacks in responsibility. And that's why I question her being a mother. Sorry for the Chrisean fans. I just do. I know she go. I pray she do a good job, but I just question it. Miggy, okay? Don't be a dummy, Miggy. Please don't be a dummy. Okay? That baby better eat. Like, that's what I want you to do. All right? I used to say, I eat, nigga. I want you to eat as a mother. Please. I beg of you. Oh. That's why it came to me as a shock because we haven't really seen a lot of whole negative press about about Chrisean. We're gonna call her PR Chrisean. The sister girl gets all the PR. Everything is Chrisean. All right. So BuzzFeed, you guys, released the top 10 housewives, and I want to give my opinion on it because a couple of them I don't agree. At all. Okay. First, when I seen this post, shout out to Mr. Housewives. When I seen this post, I said, I know Robin's not on the list, but she wasn't. Thank God. Because I'm like, you talking about Robin? What? That Robin? No, she couldn't have been on the list. That would have just ruined the whole list if she was even number 10. Starting off at number 10, we have Kyle. Number 9, we have Lou. Vicky, number 8. Number 7, we have Ramona. Number 6, we have Bethany. Number 5, we have Kenya. Number 4, we have Sonia. Number 3, we have Lisa. Number 2, we have Nene. Number 1, we have Teresa. Okay, number 1 I agree with because number 1 would have been Nene, but she's no longer with the network. So that automatically dims her down. So she loses a point off of that, off the grading Richter scale. Okay, you lose a point automatically. So she's done for number 1. She automatically gets down to number 2. So I agree with the number 1. Teresa, where Teresa earns number 1 is the whole franchise revolves around her. They literally cannot continue the show. If Teresa were to pass, God forbid, they couldn't continue the show. It just like They would, but it wouldn't be the same, and the viewers would drop tremendously. They like it just wouldn't work. Okay. So number two, Nene, I agree with that 100%. Nene to me is one of the most quotable, memeable people on social media. So I think that was the right choice to make to be able to put her as number two, because you cannot go on Twitter without seeing a Nene meme. You cannot go to Instagram GIF reactions without seeing a Nene meme. It's just Nene. Now number three, I would drop Lisa down from number three. You want to know why? Because you let the girls run you off the show. And you didn't show up for your last reunion. To me, you lose respect in that aspect. Like, you lose your iconicness. You never let a bitch run you off your own shit. Okay? That's why you fucked up, Lisa. That's why I would have to drop you to like a number 5. Okay? Sorry. Like, no. Even though you doing your big one with Vanderpump Rules, but like, no. No, number 4, we have Sonia. I would drop her down too. In my opinion, I can't think of a lot of moments that she's done that I would consider like iconic. So I wouldn't even have her on this list, to be honest. And if I would put her at number 10. If I would even work with this group of girls that were given to me, I would have to drop her down. Now, no, Kenya, to me, I would have to move Kenya up to number 3 or 4, because I feel like Kenya, to me, has a lot of quotables, the Gone with the Wind fabulous stuff. In my opinion, when it comes to Atlanta Housewives, when she came on the show, she was the one who kind of changed the dynamics a lot, and she created a whole new era on Atlanta Housewives. So that's why I would bump her up to number 3 or 4. Bethany, I would bump her up to number probably 3 and give Kenya 4, because I think that she made a huge impact on Housewives because of her business aspect. She created a whole franchise business-wise off of it. And now she's rich as fuck. So I think that's right. Ramona, I don't even think I would have her on the list. If I would have her at number 10. She low-key racist. No. Vicky, she deserves to be higher, in my opinion, because the first 3, to me, she is the donkey of Housewives, because you worked years for free. Okay, you were getting paid a dime. Okay, just so that way the show could be successful, and now it is. So for your hard work, I would have to bump you up to like a number 5, because you really did a big one. Thanks to you, we have all these franchises. Like, you really got to give it to her, like her or not. Kyle, to me, is so overrated. Really overrated. She's not that interesting to me at all. I wouldn't even have her on the list. And then Luann, I would keep her at either 9 or 10. So this list to me isn't the worst, but I think it could have been better. Some notable people that I would have added would be Karen from Potomac. Kim from Atlanta. Even though I know a lot of people don't like her, but like, she has good moments. Sheree from Atlanta, even though I don't like her that much either, but she has a lot of iconic moments. So those are the people I could really think of right now. And yeah. So, and also in Housewives News, Nene says she wants to come back to Atlanta in my mono voice. She wants to return for the fans.
Doing like overall, like since you
wait a minute.
I don't know.
Ew, I just noticed. Is that Alvin? Alvin, come here. We still didn't forget about you stealing those mailboxes, sir. Okay, we didn't forget, Alvin. The girls in Miami didn't forget about you. You were stealing their mailboxes, girl. Y'all remember that clip that went viral? Bobby Lice had a key about that, okay? Bobby Lice said you just stole him. He stole that UPS package so quick. I said, oh, let that have been one of my Boohoo Man packages, bitch. We would have had to fight. On God. We ain't forget about that Alvin, okay? Y'all remember when Trina said, you could never be me, my love. You could never be Trina, my love. Goodbye, you're fired.
Oh. I don't know how she's doing overall. I just reached out to her because she reached out to me during the time when I was really going through something. But I would have to think that she's taking it hard. I mean, it's a divorce. It's not easy. Yeah.
Of course. I know Kim's making small appearances on the show. Does the ATL need Kim and Nene back on the show? A lot of people would say you guys are the show. You guys have brought so much funniness to it.
Well, I would just say check the ratings.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, that should give you an answer.
I mean, would you be down to come back?
I would come back for the fans.
Okay.
Because the fans are the ones that love me. They're the ones that love to see me in that position. And I would do anything for them.
How is Kim doing? And the fans were actually kind of upset that you were edited out of the trailer, the flashback. I mean, people were pretty heated.
Yeah.
And Nene goes on to say that the show really did that for ratings or whatever. Here's the thing. People that are real Atlanta Housewives watchers, they know they don't want Nene back. You want to know why? The last few seasons that she was on, she had a really bad attitude. She didn't want to be there. She felt like she was above, being around some of the other girls. So I don't want her. The only reason why I wouldn't want her to come back is because I feel like if you're going to have that same attitude, we don't want to see that. We want the fun Nene. We want the ha-ha kiki Nene. Of course, you're going to have sad and, mad moments, all that. But don't come on the show acting as if you're above. That's where the last couple of seasons, people started getting the ick from her because she started to have that better than attitude. And the Real Housewives people, they that watch the show, they know exactly what I'm talking about. She started to kind of get a big head. And I think now that she's off the show, she realizes like, damn, like I low-key needed the show more than I thought because, it helps my name. It keeps my name in the blogs. Finances double, triple when I'm on this show because I could use Real Housewives of Atlanta's Nene. That title in front of it raises up a booking fee, raises up any event booking that I do by tens and thousands just because I have that Bravo attached to it. Okay? So I think that's where Nene kind of regrets everything that she kind of did. But I still would low-key want to see her come back just because I'm messy. And I want to see how she meshes with some of the new girls. I think that would be really interesting. That would be super, super interesting. Especially, I want to see how she feels about Sanya. Okay, Sanya, she talks a hot game in the confessionals and stuff like that. But I just think, if we get a little bit of Nene and we get a little bit of a Kim in there, we'll see how she kind of does around some of the OGs. Because I think she talks a big game, but she can't really back it up. That's just what I think. So I want to see that. I do. All right. So next I wanted to get into, you guys, is a funny clip. So Kim and Courtney, y'all, they're no longer like, they wouldn't consider themselves sisters. Okay, they're not really cool like that. Cool like that? No, we cool like that. So Kim had a little moment because she feels like Courtney thinks that, you're trying to copy my life. No, you're trying to copy my life. Wow. Huh?
I got married in Italy. Am I saying you copied me by getting married in Italy? Who performed at my wedding? Andrea Bocelli. Who performed at Courtney's wedding? Andrea Bocelli.
Oh my God.
You stole my wedding country and my wedding performer.
You fucking cunt.
Andrea Bocelli is my favorite male singer of all time, but I'm copying her Dolce Vita lifestyle. Okay.
No, if she said, okay, bet, I would have cracked up. If she said, oh, bet. All right, cool. I got you. Here's the thing. Courtney, to me, has never liked being a part of that family. I always noticed that from the beginning. I was a keeping with Kardashian watchers. Like, I envied that life. I'm like, I want to be part of their family. Like, yeah. But not now, but like back in the way days. Because they were the people that used to watch the reality TV show back in the days knows what I'm talking about. Like, they were like the epitome of being rich. Like, that was like, you want to be the Kardashians, right? So I always noticed Courtney was like the all ball out. Even though people considered Chloe the all ball out, I've never seen her as the all ball out because people liked her. They thought that she was funny. They liked being around her. She was a good key. Courtney to me was always the annoying idiot, like stupid one they never really liked. And especially Kim, I noticed that too. I think the moment she got around Travis Barker, she noticed like, hey, like this is my way out. This dude, he feeling on me. Okay. I like his, he's strong or whatever. He's me down good. And I'm gonna go down the rocker route. Okay. I'm gonna start dyeing my hair black. I'm gonna start wearing all black. I'm gonna pierce every earlobe that I have. All right. So she took that and sort of, I think, kind of ran with it and formed like a new identity. And now I think she feels like she doesn't need her family anymore, which is kind of messed up, but I could kind of see it because Kim to me is the type of girl that competes. She says she isn't, but she is. I see that she wants to be numero uno of the family, which she kind of put the family on with her Debbie Cakes. So I would want to be numero uno of my family too, because it's like, girl, like I put you bitches on. Like, y'all not gonna eat. I eats, nigga. Like y'all eats because of me. So I kind of get it. I kind of get it. I kind of do. But I see where Courtney is coming from. Well, if I was Courtney, I would do the same exact thing. And what a white argument to have. Like, it really is a white argument to have. Y'all arguing over $1 million disputes. Talking about Andrea Bocelli. Kim's so out of touch with reality, it's not even funny. Next I wanted to get into, you guys, is Real Housewives of New Jersey. It seems like all of the cast is coming back. Trash. Bravo. This is why Teresa's #1 on the list of BuzzFeed, because they literally cannot do anything to this lady. Like, she calls the shots. Bravo. Andy doesn't call the shots when it comes to that franchise. Teresa does. Don't get me wrong. The only reason why I feel like they're all coming back is because I think that they don't want it to look like she called the shots. They don't want her to look like she runs shit at Bravo. But deep down, she runs shit at Bravo. Okay? I think that they're getting rid of of Margaret, even though there's rumors that everybody's coming back. Bravo didn't 100% confirm it, but that is heavily rumored by a lot of great sources. I think they're probably going to get rid of Margaret and they're going to keep both of them on there just to kind of keep them satisfied, because Melissa, you're getting your job back, so shut the fuck up because you haven't had a storyline in forever. And then Teresa, you're happy because at least we're getting rid of one of your enemies. We're not getting rid of both. They're probably going to demote Margaret. That's what I see them doing, to be honest. But damn, Teresa calls the shot. They're never going to get rid of this lady. Once they get rid of her, the show ends. That's how I see it. Okay. Next I wanted to get into, you guys, is Cardi. So Cardi dropped the Point Me to the Floor. Okay. Let me tell you something. And this is a popular opinion, but I don't give a fuck. I think that both Cardi and Nicki are ingenuine with some of these collabs. I don't give a fuck. I feel like they do this in order to get social media to deem them as gracious raptresses to people that are coming up. Nicki, in my opinion, does it with up-and-coming artists that are hot in order to get even more of an, even though she doesn't need more fan base because she's an army. But I feel like she's getting it to get newer artists', fan base even more attracted to her. And then Cardi does it because I don't think she has the budget to work with high-end type of celebrities right now because she's not as consistent as Nicki at all. This track, though, I like it a lot. She released Lit on the verse. Okay, somebody said, "Oh, your tasting music is questionable, bitch. Fuck you." Okay, she slid on the verse. I like the verse a lot. I will say though, Tiny and Tip, they're gonna have an issue with your line, Cardi. Cardi says in the song, "We gonna flip these bitches like Tiny and Tip." Wait until the morning. Yeah, we gonna get a statement from Ti that's gonna say, "I expeditiously wish that you hope to take that line off of your rap verse, Cardi, before I extend you an extenuous letter of expendious sort of cease and desist for you to remove my name off of that verse. We're going to get some sort of statement from T.I. because they just damn beat that court case, and now you bringing this up that they flip bitches and then I am ta. Okay? Y'all know Tiny somewhere like, she mad as hell at that verse. I would be. Okay? Because it's just perpetuating the rumor that we all know about them. All right? Let me know what y'all think about some of these topics down below. What do you guys think about the track? What do you guys think about Chrisean and the whole Oklahoma drama? And also, of course, what y'all think about Keke? Okay, I think it was blown out of proportion, or he had a right to say what he had to say. All right, leave your comments down below. We're out, babies.
No personal thing.